I have decided in the new year to run away from home for the second time in my life. The first time I wasn't so successful. I was 6 or so or more. I decided to run away to India. And this time I hope I'm going to be more successful. And this is called Tel Deca or Tel Kidab Deco, which means watch the Isle, watch it flow. So, we're going to New Delhi, reading at the New Delhi Poetry Festival, so this is for my friend Chom. Tel Deca or Tel Kidab Deco. And so I had thoroughly thought it through and did what any little boy would do, decide to run away to India. I tore the page out of an atlas and set off with sweets wrapped in a handkerchief tied to a stick. For I had closely studied pictures of running away and such in books, and so I knew just what I had to do. By now I was 3 miles from home, and India had not as yet hove into sight. And seeing it was almost time for tea, decided to give home a second chance, and so leave India for another day. Thank you. It's called The Smell of Purple. It's just about my little girl. Just grown up with her, and she teaches me everything that I know. This is a haiku for the lady over there in the corner. It's called Old Dogs, New Tricks. It was my daughter's 3rd year of being herself, and she'd invited all her peers over, and they were going absolutely bananas. And I thought, I'll have to go to the next room and find out what the hell is happening. And then it just went silent. And then I really had to go to the next room to find out why they had now gone silent. And just as I got up to come to the door, they all burst into the room, and they basically said this haiku to me. It's called Old Dog, New Tricks. The dog is in the loo. We was teaching him to pee, and he just fell in. Thank you. As you can see, I dressed myself this morning. Jan addressed me. Jan would never let me out like this. But, you know. So if anyone has ever had a little 3-year-old girl, this will be visible in their mind to them. It's called, what's it called? Jesus. I forgot what it's called. That's One Small Step. Vest on, inside out. 2 legs in 1 knicker hole. Shoes on, back to front. I dressed myself by myself. So I say. Thank you. This is called The Teller of Tales. Fragile as a little bird, you alight on my lap, weighing no more than a dream or a wonder would. You adjust your bony bum, perch and command me to begin. Say the story. This is how the story always begins, eyelash to eyelash, chin to chin. You gaze into my eyes as if the story already exists there, and my voice just colours it in. Whether it be Grimm or Hans Christian Andersen, you never take your eyes off my eyes. Your little hands hold the sides of my face, so you say you can feel the way the words move. And night after night, to your and my ever greater delight, you say the story. And the night listens as the big human weaves a world for the little human to get lost in, find herself again. Precious as water, little daughter, I carry your sleeping and put your dreams to bed. This is the title of the book, The Smell of Purple. She says she can smell yellow. She says she can smell blue, although not being able to spell either colour. Yellow smells the same as blue, like a wet kitty drying by the fire. Red smells like mummy when she kisses. Her kisses smell different when she kisses you. Then she smells like flames with little orange tips. Purple is my favourite smell. It smells just like a magic spell. I kiss her goodnight like violet, only lighter, with little flecks of purple scattered here and there. Tilly had an Auntie Mabel, and she was terrified of Auntie Mabel. This is the reason why. Auntie Mabel comes to town. She was long and a wide way, 3 seats across. When she laughed, all of her laughed, an earthquake of flesh. She had a chin underneath her chin and then another chin. When she hugged you, her breasts surrounded you, took you prisoner. Once she stumbled, tumbled onto the cat. we had to get another cat. The cat was like a horror movie, only realer. Was always afraid she would tumble onto me. I didn't want to be a real horror movie. The cat said nothing, all his life squashed flat. I liked Auntie Mabel, but she had whisky kisses, spat when she spoke. Always glad when she's gone. I feel I have somehow survived an act of God. Staying with Auntie Mabel, this is called Morty. Auntie Mabel's voice, she sotto-voces me loudly, smells like a fart. Hush, I tried to shush her. But she does, her voice is farts. Wish I could sink into the ground. More tea, Mabel, I smile, offering her another jam tart. This is called Les Dolls. She complains to her dolls about me. Says to me, no more sweets. The dolls gasp at such cruelty. Tut, tut, they pout. Tut, tut. Bastard, screams her rag doll. God, she's got him out in her. She mocks my voice. Says no more sweets. What I say? Nothing, she says. Moans to her dolls. They're all on her side. Look at me with disdain. The dolls lie around trying to trip me up. Laugh silently when they do. This is called Ugh. Ugh. You command the language and it obeys you, providing you with a dog. A sleepy dog who, when he hears you, wakes up, trundles over to you, slumps at your feet and then goes back to sleep. You, the queen of words. Ah, ugh. You stroke the word and it obeys your every whim. Dog, I say. He opens an eye and looks away as if to say, who's him then? Ah, my little cave girl, I love your little explorings of the tongue and how the world comes when it is bidden. Dada, you pronounce, and I too come at once, tied to the invisible string of your voice. This is called cow counting. She counts cow. A cow, another cow, and another cow. It doesn't all add up as yet, but she's got the gist. How many cows, Tilly? Millions. She's discovered hyperbole. The 4 cows enjoy being millions. Moo, they moo over her. Moo. They can only say moo. They're still only, I tell her, learning to talk. Moo, she tells the cows. That means goodbye in their language. Another cow appears. How many cows now, Tilly? That many fingers. And this is called An Lakesh, which means I am another yourself. It's for Joe Van Barton. Attempts to smuggle snuggles into her bed. One very little pregnant girl with cat. Excuse me, young lady, and just where do you think you're going with that cat? Cats is people's too, she sniffles. She's got me there. Cats is people's too. Her little logic slays me. Cat and girl, all legs and paws akimbo, dreaming the same dream. We were a very naked family. Mummy, daddy, little girl went round and nipped, thought no more of it. Tilly, when she came to us in the morning about 4 or 5 o'clock, would treat her flesh just as fleshy landscape, and she just trod all over us. So she'd stand on my wife's left breast or on my right testicle. Paul, I don't know if you've ever had your right testicle trodden upon, but it's not recently. You've gone up.
It's got 3 cats that jump up and down.
Oh, the same difference, I suppose. So this is a different time, it's got nothing to do with that. We've been to a cocktail party, darling, and Tilly, and we're very hungover, and Tilly is going to wake us up at 5 o'clock. Okay. This is called I Feel Pretty, oh so pretty. I wake, covered in glorious glitter, smelling strongly of PVA glue, sticking to my cheek, very hung over, and covered in blue, orange, yellow, red feathers, and a bubble recently blown perched upon my nose. I still half comatose. Tiny bubbles travel amongst my curls, as through a bigger bubble brightly, nestling neatly over my right eye, I observe my tiny daughter purse her lips and kiss more bubbles into being. Tilly! I force my lips, still frozen in sleep, to somehow speak what you do. Even my syntax and sentence structuring is shut. She smiles sweetly. I'm pitying you. This is called the smell of the light. Tilly tells me she adores the smell of the light, watches intensely as I fiddle with the wick of her battered kerosene lamp. I smile as her eyes light up, love how she loves everything with a passion. Adore is her brand new, found, much used word. So now she adores the rich ritual of lighting the lamp and all its accordant magic. Hand in hand we scatter the darkness that snarls and reluctantly backs away, but then creeps back behind us, its tongue lapping at us, licking its lips as if it would swallow us up, but it is afraid of the smelly light. The wind tries to blow us out. Scared, she clutches me all the tighter. I don't like the way the light makes the darkness darker. Her voice shivers. I catch her up in the crook of my arm. She cuddles closer as we walk on towards the barn, adrift in a sea of darkness. We, the only speck of light, no stars tonight. We, the light of the world. The pregnant cow lowing as if it knows we are coming. Tilly nuzzles into me, a frightened little mouse, jumping when an owl demands of us, "Hoo, hoo, your chest is too tickly," she complains sleepily. "Ah yes, my little chickadee," IWC feels her. This never fails to amuse her. Our intertwined laughter and the smell of the light dispelling the darkness. The pregnant cow delighted to see us. Thank you.
Yay! There's the Dónall Dempsey there, ladies and gentlemen. Now, not that